let's see here. TZYM will be coming out first instead of T, and it's going to be Trauma Detention alongside with Blink on the Hunter side. Meanwhile, we're going to be able to see Gardener, Prisoner, Seer, and Mercenary here, which double... Okay, if we have a look around here, there isn't anything except for Titaner on Gardener, so if Gardener actually becomes first chase, that would still be pretty bad, but it seems like all survivors have already rotated out here. Meanwhile, Gardener is currently near Big Rock at Shack. Prisoner is also rotating towards Gardener right there, but seeing the pilot drop down, I do think it says quite a lot about where Prisoner is. His rotation he will be seeing here, so we're going to be able to see Prisoner's Kosh. Not Silhouette, but Coach, and of course with a 5-second cooldown duration until our next Shadow Strike is ready. Gardener here just doesn't really have much to contain with, sadly. I think it's the moment that we, in a nutshell, it's the moment that we vault over a pallet window, we'll start to realize that we actually don't have anything except for a Titaner here. There is no speed boost here stacked, sadly, onto this Gardener. But Levo is already doing a really good job at the containment here too. The Shadow Dance out. It is 60 seconds in towards the game, so I guess that's a good thing about Gardener becoming first chase. But aside from that, ooh, he tried to get the blink down there, TZYM. That was pretty close, but just not enough, which is a little bit unfortunate. Gardener without any items here to contain except for a Seer's Owl support. We definitely should have bubbled soon, so maybe we could try standing still. Never mind, we're going to be able to get through the window just on time there too, and that's going to be a pallet drop down. Gardener is basically containing without any items for the past 60 seconds, as we do get the vault right over that window as well. And right now for TZYM, it's not a good time at all. You wouldn't really expect this as well, especially from a Gardener too. Okay, that's finally a hit, but it's going to be around 2 minutes before anything else happens. It's a little bit unfortunate. Ooh, the missed dash. But it's a little bit unfortunate how we aren't able to get any more than this. It is going to be 2 minutes before by the time that Gardener goes down. We did finish off 3 Cypher machines here, as there is a Prisoner out on the field, able to link up Cypher machines as well immediately. And like for your Mercenary here as well, he can just he can just rescue twice. It doesn't matter if it's double down situation, he can just rescue twice. But with that in mind, all the Cypher machines are on one side of the map. Prisoner did create a connection there towards Big Rock from Shack. Meal Mercenary is on his way in, ready to decode as well. Prisoner will decode at 110% decoding progress with a connection there. But also I do think it's also with the fact that, like, hey, it's not too bad at the end of the day. We didn't get hit on towards Mercy there. Mercy did hide himself off for a little bit. But even so, Gardener will just try to run out a little bit further away. We want it down somewhere where it's really hard to chair. And it seems like Prisoner linked up towards Mercenary Cypher Machine here just so she can get the most benefit out of everything. And with the Gardener here too, we're breaking the pallet for one reason and one reason only. And that is so we can stay on the chair for 10% longer. Now TZYM could chair back towards the other chair, in which I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, but your exchange, your trade-off for that is you're going to take, like, 5 seconds longer to actually chair the Gardener. So between that and 10% extra time stayed on chair, which is only 3 seconds, you'd rather just chair a little bit closely nearby. But again, like, I guess in that case scenario for Mercenary himself, he doesn't really matter that much. Ooh, that's a pallet jump. Do we want to rescue here? We shouldn't. Okay, we'll rescue since the Cypher machine is prime. Fair enough. That is pretty fair. Merc tried to body block there, so Shadow Leap is on cooldown. But if we really do chase after Merc here, I don't think it's going to matter much. We want to get Hua towards the exit gate first, as Mercenary here only one vulnerable pad left. But that's okay, because middle Cypher machine middle pallets has not been broken down just yet. For the Mercenary here too, we tried to hide away from the area, but that's going to be a hit down immediately. TZYM, can we still get the tie? We're teleporting over? Okay, we are able to hide away. But how long can prisoner hide is the main questioning mind. That pallet has not been broken if I do. Oh, no, that pallet has been broken, never mind. Oh yeah, it has been broken because we were chasing off the gardener. And for the prisoner here, we do have electrocution. We do have electrocution. Let's just keep that in mind. But we're changing target towards the mercenary here once again. Mercy can use up his self here, but Gardener as well does have a bubble ready for herself to use here too. That's going to be a immediate bubble. And for Gardener right now, mercenary got up. Gardener is downing really far away. There is a basement, and this could genuinely conclude a win game here from the survivors side. Mercy was a little bit out of position. Mercy needs to contain here. Mercy really has to contain here. There's no pallets remaining except for that one window, but we're going to see how long we can play around this area. It's going to be a tower shock down. Okay, Gardener 48% healed. Mercenary selfing also has been consumed, but it seems the survivors here are going to try to play a really long time. They want to wait until the tension is over. Gardener got up here as well. We're just going to down towards the inner depths of basement, just so it takes them even longer to chair. So for TZYM right here as well, we're going to shadow dance back outside as 22 seconds remaining on the clock until what again? Until detention is over. But if that's the case, prisoner can go heal Gardener then. If that's really the case. If we do pick up mercenary here and chair him down, there's two things that comes to mind. And first thing is we have to go back to look for Gardener, as Gardener will get healed. She's 90% healed. And there is also a prisoner who we do see as well with the crows popping out here. Now, it is a little bit scary. It is still a bit scary here for the survivors to play around. Prisoner in a nutshell, like Gardener just stays in the depths and prisoner gets out. And during this time, you could most likely get Seer to come in to to heal you once again. Now, there is no detention remaining on the hands of Opera. So Opera here will have to go back towards Gardener. Meanwhile, all the survivors gets out. So that's a really good endgame here played by TE, which is a little bit unfortunate for TZYM because the blink miss kind of oofed it all. But even with teleportation coming out, you're not going to be able to stop a mercenary here after all. Let's congratulate the 3-man escape here, moving on straight towards second half. Okay, so Leeds is coming out as Ivy. With Ivy here, we're going to go against mercenary, barmaid, female dancer, and acrobat with triple window speed boost here from those survivor alongside with a flywheel on female dancer. In a nutshell, we want to get a 3-man escape here too because we don't want T to gain that much advantage point for game 1 as well. But let's move on towards the game. Alright, sorry, I was a bit focused on something else, but Ivy here will be going straight towards middle looking for female dancer. But the good thing about Ivy and female dancer is they both counter each other. If you leech here immediately, we could just shadow dance away, but a little bit unfortunate for Ivy, we didn't get revelation from Yi. So right now it's all about that hunter's instincts catch up here towards the survivors as fast as we can. That's going to be the leech, and since that's such a huge area here, Silver is going to be forced out of the area, but he does have 40 stacks there. A little bit late on that revelation. Could have gotten reactivated a little bit earlier, but I guess once again it really is just, you know, it is what it is. But for Silver to here, in a sense, right, we're looking back as much as we can to prevent any mishaps from happening. But for Silver here too, he's looking back sometimes. He's gaining his hunt stacks, which is what he wants, which is why he's not actually actively using his skill run revelation. But of course, with this in mind, we're trying to get in front of the face. We did manage to do that as well, and that's going to be female dancer flywheel. Nice flywheel. And of course, with the teleportation over, sadly we cannot use the music box, but it will still be a forced blink down here, thankfully. At least blink will be consumed still. So female dancer overall did a really good job. From the survivor's point of view now is, you can't really actually try aim for a win anymore. You need to go for the tie. Yes, it was a 3-man escape from TE survivors, but for those survivors, as long as you get a tie here, that's really all what matters. Female dancer did a very good containment, but if you really do want to rescue a basement Ivy, I personally don't really recommend it, especially with the fact that you control Yitian outside of this area and gain 2 hits on the mercenary too. So from our point of view here, we're going to leech upstairs. That's going to be a hit on towards Merc. I feel like if we... I genuinely do feel like it probably would be better to get rid of... to put Yi upstairs right after you leech on, because you do want... You know, you by technicality, you do want to know where Female Dancer is going. Can we pull Yi Tian back and then use Yi to go after Female Dancer to get a hit on Merc? I wonder. We're not going to do that. I guess we're just a bit worried on not losing target since the is all what we need. So I guess fair is fair. Meanwhile, Barmaid is on her way to rescue here as well. No, we're going to leech on towards Barmaid. Meanwhile, Mercer did get the Dove lane, but Mercy here at 97 stacks. He could be full healed if he wants to, ooh, we didn't get Revelation there. It's fine, because Mercenary here has to get out of this area anyways. That's going to be 99 stacks, and we're going to be fully healed here, thankfully. Just about on time, and we forcibly took to 100% Revelation, which is good. But for Silver right here, honestly though, his containment wasn't bad. There's really nothing else you can do in a situation like that when Ivy just persistently tries to look at you. Right, and then Revelations, you're right in front of your face. But overall, right now, it's okay. It's okay. It's honestly speaking okay. We did get the vault over. We do have a flywheel. The flywheel came a little bit early, and that's going to be a hit down. Now then, that's going to be Female Dancer returned back towards the mainer. Returns back to the mainer, and as long as we can guarantee this one-man elimination, everything should be fine with a teleportation and a blink follow-up here. It shouldn't be too bad overall. We do see tons here as well as the Acrobat. We get a teleportation over, but sadly no corruption of transference. And Mercenary might just be the next best chase. Might just be the next best chase here. Nan, on the other hand, as the mercenary of the group, we're going to leech and most likely, yeah, get a 100% stack on Yi Tian there. So that's going to be Mercy down, but we do have an elbow pad on our hands. And with the teleportation back here, we're going to try look for tons. But of course, there's 18 seconds remaining on the clock for that artifact. For that Ostrakon and tons. Well, there's two Cypher Machine close to each other and another one really further away. Oh. But you know, like, in all honesty though, yeah, look, it's fine. In all honesty though, look, it's fine. There's nothing really, there's nothing much that's necessary to worry. There's not that much things that we should worry about. Teleported back towards Acrobat. Acrobat 100 stacks immediately because we were on the Cypher Machine. Yes, that is a half health hit on towards Acro. We could potentially get the blink down here, but seems like Nan and Mercy are going to be healing here immediately too. Barmaid giving her last Dublin away. But Mercenary here is still relatively safe simply because of the fact that we don't have corruption of transference anymore. And for Barmaid here as well, same rule applies. For Leeds, he probably just wants to play for more. Because like the further the game goes, the less items as survivors have. So there's a chance for him to get a 3-man elimination if he really wants to. But this is kind of stalling for a really long time. So I'll play this on buy 2 speed. So we'll play this on buy 2 speed. With the Yi Tian left at middle, we're gonna go look for Nan, who's playing. Okay, we're gonna go look for Merc, and there's gonna be Acrobat, 99 stacks. A little bit unfortunate there, but it is what it is. And all the other two survivors are decoding one Cypher Machine each, and we're gonna be able to teleport back here immediately as well, looking for Nan. Once again, we're locking Cypher Machines as much as possible. But I don't think there's any more possibility. Well, if we want to play the long game, you need to force Acrobat out of his items. Like, the more you teleport here, I don't know really. Like, you could do map control if you're looking to get Blink ready and up to go. But nice Patterson. But your Blink is already ready, so unless you want to use it here and use the Blink here and then start map controlling, that's also very, very, very fair. In a nutshell, what Leeds wants is to consume as much items as possible from the survivor side. That's going to be Acrobat going down here. We caught Acrobat off guard, but it's not going to stop the survivors here from decoding at all. Yes, we do have a Cypher Machine at 70% right now. Yes, we're going to throw it out and most likely teleport over. But even with a teleportation over, Mercenary still has another Cypher Machine on the other side. Okay, Mercenary, I feel like we could have just left that Cypher to go for the other one. No. Because that would have been, like, Barmaid Cypher Machine's at 59%, so it's not a bad idea to decode that Cypher Machine too, as Tons is going to go decode that one, so Acro is going to go decode it. Meanwhile, Barmaid's at middle trying to give as much pressure as possible. With a Cypher Machine decoding progress, that's going to be triple Cypher Machines at 85% on average, and we should be popping here Yeah, immediately as well. Now the tension is on the hands of Ivy. We're gonna slow this down for endgame. We basically played 3 extra minutes to try force survivors off their items. I mean, it kinda worked, but also at the same time it kinda didn't work as barmaid here. The blink did come out, but can we get a hit over the pallet? We didn't. Okay, we're gonna play a little bit of a longer game here. It does seem, with the leech and teleportation over, it does seem like we'll be able to get 100 stack here immediately on barmaid. And of course, from barmaid's side, it's a tie game. It's a tie game. There's really nothing much that Doe can do here. There's really nothing much that Doe can do here. But overall, not a bad performance. Oh, Acrobat is here. Look, even if Acrobat's in the middle, you don't have corruption of transference. Well, you could probably teleport towards him immediately, but you don't have corruption of transference. We can... Okay, we're going to teleport over towards that side. Meanwhile, Merc is also on his way to rescue. This could be a tiny bit risky. I do think it could be a tiny bit risky, but with the teleportation over, that's going to be barmaid. Charge attack, he should be able to. No barmaid. Okay, throw back Yi. Throw back Yi. Throw back Yi. Throw back Leech. We need to leech very soon. Just not now we join the Windows speed boost, but we need to leech very soon. Leech very soon. That's gonna be revelation. We just need to leech very soon. We're trying to get ETN stack. We're trying to get revelation stacks on. Not looking back, but sadly there's nothing else we can do. Let's congratulate the tie game here, and of course for T for winning game 1. Let's move on to game 2. Okay, Tien's gonna come out as Opera this time with Trump Detention alongside with Abnormal. Survivor-wise, you're gonna be able to see Psychologist, Acrobat, Gardener, and Mercenary. This will be Week 9, Day 3, Match 2, Game 2, first half of Doe versus...
Okay.
Oh, with all of that, Tien, we're gonna be able to see the Red Church. So Red Church on a map like this, I mean, Psycho works really well in Church because of the amount of hits that she can tank. But we did miss that Shadow Dance. We Shadow Leap, so we probably need to Shadow Dance back soon. Oh, it's going to be the first containment here this time instead of Li Bao. Li Bao last game didn't really have anything, but we did Flywheel Dash, I think. No, we didn't Flywheel Dash. It's just some effect that I saw. Probably the silhouette at the back. I thought there was a flywheel animation coming out there. Maybe I'm just asleep. But aside from that, Hua is trying to play around this long pad. It seems like we will be able to get it on towards the Opera, but rotating in towards Graveyard here is overall pretty decent for the survivors here too. We're gonna stand around here just for a little bit, trying to see where Psycho is gonna go from or where the Opera is gonna go from. But with the vault back in, the second hit here might just be possible if we didn't miss. Oh, okay, that still hit it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was about to say if we didn't miss the Shadow Leap, it could have worked, but well, there's that too. We're gonna Shadow Dance back. Mind game. No mind game, just said, okay. No mind game. We won the mind game. GG, well played. Good job. Honestly, good job here from the Cycle. It's pretty risky. That was still pretty risky in a sense. For Chien here too. What we want to see is some support. Since we did finish off 3 Cypher Machines, I do think Psychologists deserve some support. We're gonna see if we can get a Fireball. Ooh, we jumped early. I don't think we need to jump that early. We could jump when the pallet breaking animation is in effect. We're gonna hit Acrobat here as well. And Acro will just leave the area. Meanwhile, our mercenary here did manage to finish off his Cypher Machine on time as well. So as long as Acrobat here just gets out of the area and go decode a completely new Cypher Machine, which is definitely not on this side of the map, it should be outside church near the 4 Cypher Machine, near the 4 breakable wall. And hello, Psychologist, you're going to get Terror Shock down. Overall, it's still okay. Merc is going to come from Red Card, Pish Garden, as Acrobat has followed up into Red Carpet Garden to decode Mercenary Cipher Machine. Meanwhile, Liba on the other side is here as well as the Gardener. Gardener can actually not... Gardener doesn't need to rescue right now. Gardener actually doesn't need to rescue right now, but the Abnormal coming through might hurt just quite a bit. So with that in mind, do we want Gardener to rescue first or do we want Merc to rescue first? We'll probably get Gardener to rescue first then. We will probably get Gardener to rescue first then, because Gardener can no damage rescue and then who again? Again, Acro and the Gardener can decode it together in middle, as the Acrobat Cipher Machine is at 50%. By the time accelerated decoding has started, well, by the time Titan Hunter has ended, accelerated decoding will start. And it seems like right now Hua is just trying to get away as far as possible. We're going to be able to see Gardener and Mercenary decoding together right now. Since Mercy does have elbow pads, it doesn't really matter, but this is a very hard area to chair. Tien, I don't think that Abnormal is going to be able to help you out much, especially with so much cipher, well, especially with how much leeway the Survivor has when it comes to their ciphers. But there is another chair here. But like that newly freshly decoded cipher machine is now at 70%. Of course, with accelerated decoding, it's not going to be stopped anytime soon. It really just isn't going to be stopped anytime soon. The bubble will disappear, yes, but even if the bubble disappears here, the good news is even if you shadow dance back, there's no remnants left for you to dance towards to. So what does this mean? As long as Acrobat can come back in middle to decode, that's really all what it matters. As we do see as well, Acrobat coming back in towards the middle. He is decoding the cipher machine right now, which is at 83%. And of course, Psychologist is also decoding a completely fresh one for herself as well. So what will happen here? What will happen here is we're going to drop it down here and try to map control just a tiny bit more. As the cipher machine is the Terror Shock down is a little bit scary, but we're going to pop open here immediately because Gardener doesn't have borrow time. Oh, Gardener does not have borrowed time. Gonna shadow dance back and look for another survivor. Psycho needs to rotate out of that area, but the good news is there's two pallets here that still has been left unused. So from a survivor's point of view, as long as we gotta head over. Okay, this might be pretty bad because we could just teleport over to get them down. That's why this could be pretty good. Psycho is second chair here. So no, Psycho is returned back to the main area here. She's not even second chair anymore, and survivors decide to leave the cipher machines and have Merc nearby to become the main what again? The main instigator, or the main, well, not mediator, not instigator, but like the bait. And it seems like the bait might have taken into effect here. No, it has not just yet, as we do decide to change targets here once again. Yeah, it has to be a little bit more careful here as the Acrobat. Yes, there was a 4-man endgame, but if it wasn't for that Terror Shock down, I feel like a lot of things would have changed. That was really unfortunate with the Terror Shock down. The other execute is currently at 65%. If Yang here can last until the tension is over, that would change a lot. But I don't know if that's possible. I genuinely don't know if that's possible. We're currently looking from both sides. We're currently standing in between the walls, but it seems like we'll be able to catch the Acrobat off guard. That's okay. I thought we jumped over the opera, but we didn't. But let's congratulate the tie game here then from the survivors side. We don't have detention. We don't have Titan anymore, so there's really no point in coming into rescue right after this as well. Tien wants to slug the survivors, it seems. Ooh, we're gonna try slug the survivors. Yayan's really far away from the dungeon. No, dungeon's a graveyard. Is it possible? I wonder. Is it possible? I wonder. We're gonna be able to drop down the pallet as we're trying to play around here. That's gonna be okay, yep, that's the ball. That's the ball that we're looking for. That's the ball that we're looking for. We're gonna be able to get a vault over. But sadly, no pallet boost here to assist us for anything else. The execute still hasn't yet to be touched. We did manage to get the hit down on towards Acrobat, but Tien, do we really want to do this now? The ball got an extra elbow pad. We can have two survivors body blocking for the execute if that's the case. No, there's a teleport. Okay, if there's a teleport, I don't think it's possible anymore. It's a bit too far away. I personally don't think it's possible anymore since it's really far away. Let's just get out, maybe? High game isn't bad here for TE. If they really want to go for it, I don't know. We're really far away from the exit gate, so that if you hit someone and you elbow pad towards the gate, teleport is ready to stop you anyways. So This might end up really bad for T survivors. We're playing this very riskily in a sense. That's gonna be bubble there consumed, and of course no damage rescue immediately on towards Acro. But you can just hit anyone here because they're so far away from the gate anyways. I'd say you should be able to hit anyone here if you want to. Acro is... That's it on towards Gardner. Gardner has to leave. Okay, Gardner's on her way out. Meanwhile, yeah, we're just gonna leave out. Yeah, just let Acro be. Just let Acro be, please. Holy hell. Guys? Do we really need to go... that's a body block. That's fine, Merc has 2 elbow pads. But is there a need? I wonder. We're probably waiting for 5 minutes to be up until Dungeon can spawn on the other side. That's probably what we want to do. But even if you do try to get a pallet stun here, I say it'd be pretty hard. Mercenary seems like he's trying to get rid of breakable windows for Acrobat to contain in. For Yitian... still no hish. This is kind of scary. But Acrobat doesn't have any balls left on his hand, so I don't know. Like, even if you get a pallet on here, I don't think it matters. I personally don't think it matters. Okay, that's going to be Acrobat hit down, and the other 2 survivors still healing. We should be able to cheer towards the back here, but it seems like we're finally deciding to get out. Let's congratulate the tie game here, moving on. Okay, Leeds is going to come out as Evil Reptilian for Game 2. It will be Confined Space Detention here alongside with Blink and Survivor-wise. You're going to be able to see Aeroplanist, Gardener, Coordinator, and the First Officer. Leeds is... I think he is S-Badge Reptilian in CN server, but... not even Dongshan can get much from a Reptilian. But we're going to move on towards the game then. Now, Leeds, let's see Reptilian. Who are we going to go for first? We're going to look for Tunzai. Tunzai playing Aeroplanist right now, hiding away his footprints. This is kind of annoying thing about Air Selection mode as well, because the moment you start hiding your footprints, no one can actually find you. This is a Blink Lizard as well, but we don't have Quenching Effect. So for Lizard... he's going to have a little bit of a tougher time here looking for our Aeroplanist. It will be Confined Space Detention alongside with Claustrophobia, Rage, Mischievous, Nostalgic, and Announcement with Constraint stacked up. For now, Tunzai is just decoding a slight information. He's still trying to hide away, but it seems like we should be able to find him here pretty early on. But footprints will be revealed, and it's 50 seconds in towards the game by the time that we actually found someone. So overall, for now, it's not too bad. For the survivors, we are going to hover out, but the hover out here isn't going to do much against Reptilian because we can just jump over towards you. You don't have flywheel, so the hit will register. Okay. Blink is now ready. 67 seconds in towards the game. We don't have hover anymore. We don't have jet. We do have jetpacks, but it's not ready just yet. But that's going to be a discreet blink down with a Terror Shock stacked on it too. With a pallet broken there as well. 47 energy ready on our hands. It seems like they want Cordy to rescue first. This first officer is way too far away, so Cordy has to rescue with gun then if that's the case. We're gonna have to be very careful here. Hello to you, Coordinator. That's going to be a normal hit, and most likely the gun... you can't gun Reptilian who's in air. That's a slight issue. You cannot gun Reptilian who's on air. So for Cordy right now, we might have to gun even earlier. We're able to get into the pallets, and of course that's a pallet's done. 40%, 30% win rate, 4-man elimination rate on AI Sensei here, which is pretty surprising. But with the drop down, are we gonna... no, we didn't get a Terror Shock. Cordy's playing a really long time here. I feel like for Cordy, Aeroplanist might be able to use up self-heal. Be very careful here. Ooh, that's a... oh, that's just within the limit here for the crash down. Just within the limit there for the crash down. It seems like 4-man elimination rate just went up to 35%. That's a huge boost. And we're pretty chill here from Leeds' point of view with 108 BPM right now. First officer is going to be the one that comes in to rescue here, but with first officer here as well. It seems like more or less we want to get more. That's going to be a hit. Okay. Can we get a double end situation? Probably a bit harder here to play around, but getting Sunlight down is going to be main priority as we do get the jetpacks out, but it can only bring us so far to the point that not even the... Yeah, ouch. I feel like we repositioned ourselves a lot during that scenario, because like we just ran and the reposition could have been a little bit better, but I guess with the repositioning in mind, that's just annoying. You usually want to use the 3 puffs in a row immediately, but I guess you do need some time to reposition here as an aeroplanist main. Aside from that, you're going to be able to see 4 cipher machines done. Overall, it does look tiable for survivors as our last cipher machine is currently on decoding. Gardner is nearby, but Gardner, no flywheel here from the survivor side, which really does hurt a lot. I think Lisa took full advantage of the fact that they probably thought this would have been an opera or an opera, because he did play Ivy game 1. And there's Gardner down. And guess what? Cordy has a gun, but... we're max presence. Do we want to jump here though? I personally do not think pocket watch matters if you're in air. We're gonna have to see from Leeds here how we actually pace. That's jump number 1, jump number 2. We do see the footprints on the other side. Jump 3, jump 4, jump 5, crash down. Ooh, that crash down might have been really different here as coordinator is still on the cipher machine. But even if you're on that cipher machine, we can just jump back towards Gardner and then pick and cheer her down. That's just a thing. Now, Gardner did get up using up self-heal. Do you want to change to Gardner here as we do have teleport? No, not teleport, blink. I think it would be a better choice to go after Gardner here. Okay, we're somehow winning as Lizard. I don't think we should have been winning as Lizard, but we're making it happen. We are making it as happen. There is no tinnitus here. And Gardner is going to make her way towards the chair. Okay, a little bit scary. We're going to go towards Tunsley here for... We can gun repelling in mid-air, I'm quite sure. Oh, the gun came true. Oh, the gun came true. The gun came true, which is fine, but first officer will be after half rescue. We want to get Cordy down here and slow Cordy and then go look for first officer. We probably do want this. We'll use a blink here. No, you know what? It's better to use a blink because you want to use a jump to catch up towards the other 2. That's to pick up. Gardner did use up self-heal. Let's remind ourselves that once again. And we're just going to have to see how this lawn end game goes. A little bit harder here to play around. But first officer's at the cipher machine. I think he was after half rescued, so it might be a little bit scary here. He's a little bit worried to decode as well. But Gardner is making her way towards the back. Okay, we've 90 stacks, 76 stacks, 4 jumps, 5 jumps, 6 jumps, 7 jumps, drop down, and good night to first officer. He will be returned back to the main here, and it seems like the hunter is going to be able to get a win game here, surprisingly. Okay, both survivors are now rushing towards the cipher machine. First officer is eliminated, and survivor-wise, Gardner got a bubble activated, which is really funny to me. But with that in mind, let's see here. 2 survivors, and game. We do have an announcement, by the way. Let's not forget about that. There is an announcement because we also got constraint. Seems like Cordy might be found here immediately, even with footprints hidden. We do see where the footprints are. We do see where Cordy is right now, and Cordy could not conceal herself properly, sadly. That's gonna be the pallet drop down. Okay, with the pallet broken as well. There, I don't really see Dungeon right behind. No, Dungeon is behind us, but we don't have anything here left to use. That's gonna be jump over the wall just in case something odd happens. That's no hit just yet, but the exit gate isn't open for us to get out here. So now let's congratulate Leeds with the Reptilian 3-man elimination against those survivors. Sheesh. Let's move on then.